Hello, my fellow creators. This is Yvette of Yvette Creates, and I'm a part of the Not Too Shabby Shop design team. Today, I want to share the paper pads from the December Paper Pad Club, as well as the add-on ephemera. So there are 2 paper pads in this month's club, and let me show you the first one. It is Glorious Blooms, and let's flip through this real quickly. And I just love Not Too Shabby papers. They are all so pretty. Oh, look at this one. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's a real pale pink polka dot. And all these florals are just so pretty. This is a nice pale blue. And then this paper pad comes with these cut aparts. And these are perfect to use with your brother's scan and cut because they have this perfect little black outline, which will make it so easy for the scan and cut to cut them out. And then you can use these as your coordinating ephemera for the paper pad. Oh, and I like that pink with this blue. Oh, but the ephemera's on the back. Always such a dilemma to choose which side to use. So look at these flowers and these leaves. So very pretty. And then we repeat. So on this paper pad, we do get 12 designs. And let's just kind of flip through real quick. You get all these beautiful papers. And then the second paper pad is the breakfast time paper pad. This one also has 12 designs. Now look how pretty that has your little coffee, your muffin, and your croissant. Oh, this one has your breakfast foods. And I just love bacon. Now, while I'm not a coffee drinker, I do love breakfast foods. So you have your little waffles and juice and bacon on some of these papers. And just look how detailed and beautiful these papers are. Here you have milk and muffin and donuts. And that's another thing I don't eat. I don't eat donuts. I know, I'm kind of a weirdo. And look at this pretty pale blue gingham. It's so pretty. And here we are. We're repeating again. So let's flip through this real quickly. You kind of take a look at what you're getting in this paper pad. And I will be sure to link to the products that I'm using in today's video in the description box below, as well as to where you can subscribe to the Paper Pad Club. Now, there are some coordinating ephemera that you can add on, and I'll put a picture right here of all the ephemera in this packet. And they're so cute. The little waffles, toast, your little cups of orange juice. Really cute ephemera pack. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use the breakfast time paper pad to make my card today. And let's see which paper I'll choose. Now, I really do love bacon, so I think I'm going to use this sheet of paper. And then what I've decided to do is I've been meaning to use one of Helen's sketches, and you know Helen as Crafty Mama Diaries on YouTube. So I'm going to use sketch 1 that she created in September, I think, of this year. And I'll put a picture of it so you can see what I'm working on. So our first cut, we're going to cut our pattern paper at 4 by 5 1/4. And then with the leftover strip, we're going to cut that at 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And then I'll save those pieces off to the side. And then we're going to go ahead and just cut with the center of this strip of paper to make our little flags, our flagged ends. And so you cut up the center and then from the corner meet up to that cut. Now I decided I would use a gray card base. So let me kind of trim a little bit extra that was there off. And then I'm kind of laying it out to see, well, which side do I want to be the background panel. And it kind of depends on what ephemera I'm going to use. So let me pull out all my ephemera. And then I did bring in my scallop circle in a gold shimmer cardstock from my stash and a white circle. So here I'm kind of going through and choosing what I want. And I love that little heart ephemera, that it is in that same color as that gingham design. And it just says, "Eat cake for breakfast." And I think that's a beautiful sentiment. So I'm kind of going through what I want, and I like that little chocolate chip muffin and your little carafe of milk. So again, here I'm kind of deciding, what do I want? Which side do I want the background panel to be? And I'm going to go with it as the breakfast foods showing as our background panel. Now bring in my ATG adhesive and put that on my gray card base, of course, making sure I'm putting it in the right direction. And then I'll attach our little flag with the gingham side facing us and add that on. And I added it a little bit too high, but you know what? I'm just going to leave it as is. Then we're going to go ahead and attach our gold scallop circle and then the white circle on there. And then I'm kind of trying to decide how I want to lay out my ephemera. All right, I'm going to use some of my Barely Art glue to glue down that carafe of milk, and then I'm going to bring in some foam tape, and I have ordered some more foam tape because I'm almost out. And there's my little helper again. And I'm going to pop up our little chocolate chip muffin here. And kind of just lay that down. And then I'm also going to pop up our little heart with a sentiment on it. Now you're going to see that once I've placed those two pieces of ephemera down, that I don't like the placement. So I'm going to switch them over. So I'm moving our little muffin to the left and the heart to the right. And I like that much better. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Spectrum Noir sparkle pen and just add some sparkle to our chocolate chips and the carafe of milk. Then I'm going to add a little bit of glossy accents to our chocolate chips. Now, for the inside of the card, I am going to bring in a white panel and attach this small strip of patterned paper. And I'll just trim off the edges there. Then I'm going to go ahead and add that panel to the inside of our card and choose one more piece of ephemera to add to the inside, just to kind of tie the front to the inside of the card. Isn't that pretty? So here's my completed card using the breakfast time paper pad and coordinating ephemera, and of course, Crafty Mama Diaries sketch number 1. I just love this sketch. It was so quick and easy, and it used up most of one sheet of 6x6 pattern paper. This is all I have left, which I will save for another project. And then I used some ephemera on the inside as well. I hope I was able to provide you with some inspiration today. Thanks so much for visiting. I hope you subscribe and like this video, and be sure to follow us on Instagram. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.